I'm Iklavya, and this is my third submission for the GitLab Transcend hackathon. I built four unique tools on top of the GitLab Orbit knowledge graph to answer the four hardest decisions us developers have to make every day. I am, by the way, a big believer in the fact that a code-based graph should not just be a passive feature, it should rather be an answer machine, it should be an answer engine. Anyways, today I'm going to walk you through the third tool of the four, choke point. It tells you exactly which file you need to fix before it takes down your entire system. To find risky code, us developers usually rely on metrics, but the problem is those metrics only tell half the truth. And well, one half of the truth doesn't really point anywhere. It isn't really helpful, right? So the so if you look at git churn, like how often a file is edited, you will mostly flag harmless UI because of course it changes constantly. But the risk is isolated in that case. On the flip side, if you only look at the centrality, how many things depend on a certain piece of code, a certain file, you'll flag the core of your app. But that stable core hasn't really been touched in 3 years or so, so there is no active risk over there. The conclusion is each metric that is read on its own sends your team to refactor the wrong file. What we need is best of both the worlds. That's where we come in. Chokepoint solves this by crossing the two signals. It computes true betweenness centrality over the live orbit call graph and multiplies it by the git churn. It reads the quadrant to find the product of both the signals. While other tools cross churn with how many lines of code a file has, the volume of code, Chokepoint crosses churn with the true graph blast radius. It pinpoints the exact file where a bug will travel the farthest and where your team keeps actively editing and introducing risk. It finds the true choke point of your code base, so you can find the file before it finds you. Thank you so much for your time and have a great day.